I'll share out to Facebook group. We're live.
Yo, what's up, guys? My name is Nicholas Earle, and welcome back to another edition of the Earle Sports Bet Show. And today we got a full baseball slate to go over, and we got an NBA to go over that that we went over yesterday that we'll talk about a little bit today, because today is actually the day for it. So, with that being said, quick little recap over what happened last night. Wasn't particularly great for me. I'm on a little bit of a slump recently, and I'm just trying to hopefully have a winning day before the All-Star break. That would be a nice way to end it. But taking a look back at yesterday for me, it was just like a rough end to that night with everything. Feels like I had the first five under and Tampa Bay first five and the over in the Chicago White Sox game. Those all cashed. But losers in Washington first five, Boston team total over, Arizona team total over, Houston first five, Chicago team total over, and Seattle team total over. So a whole bunch of L's to end my night, which was very frustrating. Just not the way I wanted to finish last night. So hoping today's a little bit better of a day, and I'm hoping to make a little bit of money. Last night I also had some action on the UFC. I hit on Brad Tavares, but missed on every single other fighter other than Tai Tuivasa. Jessica I lost a decision. Kutsinkaya lost by knockout. I took a shot, a third of a unit shot on forgot the kid's name, but the one that went up. The tomato can that went up against Sean O'Malley. Well, that was one tough tomato can. I gotta say that. And then my other ones were Wonder Boy. Yeah, Wonder Boy just never really showed up, it felt like. And Connor. That was probably the worst way you could have ended that fight with Conor McGregor there. I feel like that was rather a cheap win. That was kind of like a cheap win for McGregor. I don't know. I just feel like that was kind of like a way to end that whole trilogy. They hyped up the fight, and it ended by a doctor stoppage due to a broken ankle. That was probably the worst way to end that fight. I'm not very happy about that. Poirier got a cheap little win there. Now he's going to go on and probably get knocked out against Charles Oliveira in his next fight. But I think that once Poirier loses to Oliveira, he'll get McGregor again after McGregor heals after that. Very unfortunate event there. I thought McGregor had a shot in that fight. He had a couple good shots early. He tried to go for a guillotine choke, which was a big mistake. But you got to keep in mind, to start the second round, that would have started on the feet. So I feel like Conor still had a shot in that fight. It just didn't go my way. And it is what it is. It's UFC. It's very unpredictable, and that's what you get when you're betting it. But how was your night last night?
Damn right, Nick. Let him talk. No, I'm kidding. Sorry, I'm laughing. Cameron is somebody I used to work with all the time, and he said Paul's with them too. What's up, guys? I'm sorry. I was laughing about that throughout the thing. I barely heard what you said. Last night for me, though, I actually had a winning baseball night. I went 5-2. Got wins early on in the day. I got the over in the first Mets game. I had the Rays. Had the over in the Twins game. I had the Oakland Athletics start off the day at 4-0 with all the early games. Quite solid there. Had the Cubbies. They lost. Had the under in the Reds game. That won. And I had the Houston. Okay. So we go and shit talk Garrett Cole the entire time last show, and he proceeds to throw 130 pitches and a 3-hit shutout game again. Whatever. I won something too. Your heart. Aww. See you, Cam. Hi, CSN. But yeah, overall good day there. Counter-Strike was profitable again yesterday. Went 4-2. Hit on Astralis. Hit on Furious sweeping yesterday. Hit on a couple other bets. I don't remember all of them off the top of my head. Started off today 0-2. I know the G2 game is on right now. That one's close between them and Gambit. So overall, hopefully can have a good Counter-Strike day. And then I did bet on 2 of the fights last night. I had Tai Tuivasa as well, but I went with Dustin Poirier. He was going to win that fight no matter what. So I liked last night. Profitable, made a good chunk of money last night. I think I was up like 6-7 units at the end of the night. So overall, really good night.
All righty. All right, so we'll move on here, and we will look at today's slate. We're going to kick it on off here in Baltimore with the Orioles hosting the White Sox. We got Watkins taking on Cease, the pitching matchup. The White Sox -188. It's a +166 the opposite way here with the Orioles. Over under 10.5 runs for this game. Where are you looking at to start the day here?
I started off the day with a pass. This line was just a little too wide for me. I know that I was looking a little bit towards the over in this game. Ultimately decided not to pull the trigger. I looked at the Chicago White Sox run line for a minute, and I looked at the line. I'm like, maybe I can get the run line at a decent price, -127. No, absolutely no. So for this one will just be a pass for me. But I'm cool with a lean towards the over.
Yeah, looking at this game, that is where I went with this one. I have actually 2 plays in this one. I just saw a line here, and according to where I had this game priced, I saw some value. Starting it off here, we're going to look at the pitchers first, though. We're starting it off. Dylan Cease, 7-4, 4.14 ERA, a 1.30 WHIP, and 87 innings pitched, 111 strikeouts and 37 walks. On the opposite side, Watkins, I don't know the guy's first name, Spencer Watkins, is 1-0 at 1.50 ERA, a 1 WHIP, 6 innings pitched, though, 2 strikeouts, 3 walks. So he just had his 1 start that he had last time. He went out, got the win. One interesting thing is none of these White Sox hitters have seen Watkins, obviously, because he's only had 1 start. So I think that's an interesting little angle here. Looking at the player profit rankings, Dylan Cease is 10-7. The White Sox are 10-7 when he starts. You're down $15 backing Dylan Cease this year. And Watkins is 1-0. You're up $174. They were a big dog when he won his first game. And I'm going over the total here, over 10.5. I like this spot here. Both these teams have been trending heavy overs recently. Chicago over in 8 of their last 10 games, over in 2 straight. And Baltimore 8-2 to the over in their last 10 games as well. And they've gone over in 5 in a row. This is just a Baltimore team that I'm not interested in trying to bet any unders right now with them, especially with their pitching staff. I saw a list of their 4 top starters, and they all had at least like a 5.5 ERA. It's like Matt Harvey is one of the better pitchers on that pitching staff with Jorge Lopez and Colby Aiken. And I mean, this is a really bad Orioles team. They are desperate to get John Means back. But with that being said, I like the over in this game, over 10.5 runs. You can get that at -104 right now. And I also took a little bit of a shot here. I had this game priced around 143, 145. Give me the Baltimore Orioles in the first 5 innings at +160. I kind of like this little look here. First 5, keep in mind, none of these White Sox hitters have seen Watkins, so I can see potential little edge there for the Orioles. And this Orioles team can still hit. I mean, they got decent bats with Mancini and Santander and Mountcastle. I mean, this is an Orioles team that can still hit. So I think they can put up some runs by themselves here today. Give me the over 10.5 and Baltimore first 5, money line +160.
Sounds good. Miss Solo says, I'm new here. How accurate are your plays? We have this going across the bottom of the screen. If you look there, Nick is currently up 35 units, and I am up 9, almost 10 units this year in baseball. So if you want to know how accurate we are, we're normally pretty solid with this stuff. So
we're profitable. That's what matters.
We are profitable.
All right, moving on to this next game here. The Atlanta Braves are at the Miami Marlins. Pablo Lopez takes on Ian Anderson. Minus 119 for the Marlins, a plus 109 for the Braves. Over under of 7 runs for this game. And this one, looking at this game, it really puzzled me. Because I had this game lined one way, and it just wasn't the case. Looking at these pitchers here, Ian Anderson, 5-4, 3.27 ERA, 1.16 WHIP, and 93 2/3 innings pitched, 94 strikeouts, 34 walks. On the opposite side, Pablo Lopez is 4-5 with a 2.94 ERA, a 1.08 WHIP, and 95 innings pitched. He has 102 strikeouts and 23 walks. And looking at the pitcher profit rankings here, both these pitchers are slightly profitable, less than a unit each. The Braves are 9-8 when Anderson starts, up $82. Lopez, the Marlins are 9-9 when he starts, up $33. So both these pitchers are slightly profitable because you'll get them at plus money sometimes. Looking at this game, I had this game priced Braves around minus 110, minus 115, and we're getting them at plus 109. I don't usually bet money lines often, but I hopped on this money line here with the Atlanta Braves. I think they get the job done today. This is a Braves team that they just lost their best player. So usually after a huge injury, I generally will back the team that lost their big player in the next game because you have that rallying cry, the let's win this for Acuna type of thing because he's out for the year, which is not only bad for the Atlanta Braves, but this is bad for baseball. He's a bright young star, and this was not the way you wanted Acuna to happen. This is not good for baseball. But I think the Braves do get the job done today. You get a nice little plus money for them. I like the Braves in this spot.
Yeah, I was looking at this one. This is another one I passed on. I have what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 6 plays. I had 7. One of them got taken out because Aaron Nola is it got cut due to COVID protocols. So, he got scratched due to COVID protocols. So I lost my Boston bet for the day. It got voided. So, just not one of the spots I decided to get to. I feel like this line was lined pretty fair. Pablo Lopez has been one of the better pitchers for the Marlins this year. He's got an under 3 ERA. He's been pretty solid. On the other side, you get Ian Anderson, who he's been pitching solid this year too. He's got a slightly over 3 ERA. But overall for this one, if I had to lean away, probably lean towards Atlanta just because it's plus money. I feel like this one's as close to a pick 'em as we're going to get right now. And I would favor Atlanta. I did not bet this one. If anything, due to Ronald Acuna and everything, I would lean under in this game because Acuna is a big bat in this lineup, and I do think these pitchers have a good game today. So I lean towards the under, ultimately not betting this game.
All right. Well, moving on to the next game, we have the Toronto Blue Jays and the Tampa Bay Rays. This is our best bet over on Picks and Parleys. And actually for today, because it's July 11th of 7-11, we put it up for $7.11. So if you guys want to check out our best bet in baseball today, we also have a 7-11 deal for our early WNBA play as well for the game between the – trying to remember the teams now. I want to say – the Wings and the Aces. That's what it was. I'm trying to remember all the games that I've gone through today. We also have a $7-11 deal for that one as well. Trying to do little fun things like that when it's certain days, so we'll have discounted plays and stuff like that. So that's what we are looking at for this game. So we'll move on to the next one. And that's
really people.
Spam.
People are gonna spam during our stream. Come on, dude. What are you doing?
I mean, congratulations! You're able to spam to a stream that has maybe 20 viewers.
On Twitch, it's got 1. That's where he's posted it too. So, yeah.
Oh wow, 1 viewer! You spammed us to 1 Twitch viewer. Impressive. But moving on to our next game, we're not going to acknowledge that anymore. Kansas City Royals are at the Cleveland Indians, minus 138 for Cleveland, plus 128 the opposite way for the Kansas City Royals. You have an over-under of 9 runs to this game. We're getting Carlos Hernandez taking on Eli Morgan. Where are we looking at for this matchup?
Yeah, this is another one of those. I'll have plays for the next 4 out of 5 games after this. I didn't like this game. If anything, I lean towards Cleveland, but I do not want to be laying a minus 150 on Cleveland. I do not feel confident in them today enough with Eli Morgan on the mound. If anything, I think the best bet for this one would have to be looking at the over, but the over is at a 9, and I don't really feel comfortable with that either. Mostly because these pitchers are looking towards an over, but these offenses are looking towards an under. Both of these offenses are just not particularly good right now. So they did hit an over yesterday, but I'm not too impressed. This one will be a pass for me. I'll have plays on the next couple, but this one's just a gross game.
Yeah, I'm on the same page here. I want nothing to do with this game. Looking at the pitchers, Carlos Hernandez 1-0 this season, a 4.98 ERA, a 1.66 whip, and 21 2/3 innings pitched, 30 strikeouts, and 15 walks. On the opposite side, Eli Morgan is 1-3, an 8.44 ERA. Don't let that ERA scare you, though. He's only pitched 21 1/3 innings pitched, a 1.50 whip, 22 strikeouts, and 4 walks. So he has a very nice strikeout to walk ratio. So that's one thing that Eli Morgan, he's just giving up a lot of contact. He's given up 28 hits in 21 1/3 innings pitched. So I feel like if you can just get that down a little bit, I mean, he doesn't walk many better. So I see a little bit of potential here with Eli Morgan, and he's in a great franchise in order to be able to improve his pitching. Cleveland's one of those teams where they always seem to find very good pitching. If it's Shane Bieber, I mean, going back to like Carlos Carrasco and Mike Clevinger, they traded him away. And trying to remember the other pitchers that they had that were very good. Oh, Trevor Bauer.
Yeah,
they had Trevor Bauer at one point.
He was an Indian. I forgot about that.
Like this Indians team, if they know one thing and one thing only, they know how to work with pitchers. So I expect better out of Eli Morgan. So I could potentially see a run line spot here for the Cleveland Indians. If you don't want to lay the minus 138, I mean, that's not a terrible price, I think, for them today. I had this priced around minus 155 for the Cleveland Indians. So I can definitely see some value on this minus 138 spot. Am I betting it? No. I would lean towards the Indians if anything in this spot, though. Their team total 5.5. That's absolutely ridiculous. Even at plus 125, I'm not betting a Cleveland team over 4.5 runs most of the time. 5.5? No, thank you. Yeah, this is a stay away game for me. It's just one of those games where you're just like, nah. I like other spots.
Here, can I drop one more Indian pitcher that started with the Indians and had a real Hall of Fame career? C. Sabathia.
Yeah, I like it.
There you go. Sorry, I had to throw out something to show that, like I remember watching him.
I mean, there was also Cliff Lee was part of that as well, right?
Yeah, but he didn't start his career with them, I don't think.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, if there's two teams that know how to do good with pitchers, it's the Indians and the Astros.
Yep.
I mean, yeah. But moving on here, we'll look at the next game.
That one no longer has a line. I just wanted to bring it up. Aaron Nola scratched. No more line. I had Boston originally. Probably won't be going back to Boston because I don't know who Philadelphia is going to have on the mound.
Honestly, it probably makes me like him more.
I mean, yes, but Boston will probably end up being a minus 160, minus 170 then.
Yeah, that's one where you want to delay action. It is what it is.
I messed up on that one, yeah.
Yeah, if you're going up against a pitcher like Aaron Nola, sometimes you may want to list action instead of listing your pitchers. I think DeGrom is a great example of this. If you're betting against DeGrom, don't list DeGrom on the thing. Because next thing you know, hypothetically speaking, DeGrom's throwing warm-ups and has a little shoulder soreness. He gets scratched from the start. They put in Corey Oswalt or Robert Gesellman, and now all of a sudden you have the opposite team plus 200 against Robert Gesellman. So sometimes when you're backing favorites here or backing underdogs against big pitchers, that may be a way to look. Kind of like this next game.
Yeah, I like this one.
Yeah, we're looking at the Cincinnati Reds and the Milwaukee Brewers. It's a minus 158 for the Brewers now, plus 146 for the Reds. Over under of 7 runs for this game. And I did have a play on the side for this one. And I got it last night, and the lines moved dramatically. The lines moved 12 cents since I've gotten it. So this will not be a per se a video pick. But I'm on the Brewers today. I got them at minus 146 last night. They're now minus 158. So a little bit of line movement here. I'm not touching this side now for a video play. I think that's I mean, according to my line, I had them around minus 163, minus 165. So I think it's still a couple cents of value, but not enough for me to jump on a line this big. I did have another play on this game, though, and I was looking at the first 5 under 3.5. Now, these two pitchers, Brennan Woodruff, 7-4, 2.10 ERA, 0.78 whip, 107 third innings pitch, 125 strikeouts, 25 walks. The All-Star, there's no doubt in my mind that he's going to be able to get that job done for the first 5 under. The only one that's going to make me sweat a little bit here is Luis Castillo, 3-10, a 4.81 ERA, 1.40 whip, 97 third innings pitch, 90 strikeouts, and 39 walks. He's the one that's been a little bit troubling this year. Looking at the player profit rankings, Brennan Woodruff, 12-5. The Brewers are when he starts. You're up $435. He does what he needs to do to get his team a win. On the opposite side, Castillo's been a little bit of the opposite here. 5-13. You're down $879. I think there's only a couple pitchers worse than him, including Jorge Lopez of the Brewers. I think Castillo is definitely the worst pitcher on the slate as for player profits. But with that being said, he's looked a little bit better recently. He's been pitching a little bit better. Last start, 7 innings, 1 earned run on 3 hits. The previous start before that, 6 1/3, 3 earned runs on 5 hits. But before that, 7 innings, no earned runs on 6 hits, 2 earned runs on 6 hits and 6 innings. The previous one before that, and no earned runs and 3 hits and 7 innings pitched against the Brewers in his last start. So I can definitely see Castillo being able to shut down this Brewers team a little bit here in the first 5. I like the first 5 under 3.5. It's a little low, yes, but I think that this could easily be a 1-0, 2-1 type of game at the end of 5 innings. So give me the first 5 under 3.5. I got it at minus 105. It's minus 110 now, but I think that we can see only a couple runs in the first 5 innings here.
Yeah, I'm gonna just take the full game under. Once again, Castillo has been pitching better. We knew that he was bound for some positive regression, and he's getting it. Last 4 starts have been quite solid for him, and call me crazy, but I think we can possibly get like running no hitters into like the 6th, 7th inning in this one, like shutout games going into it. And the one thing that I would be scared about is bullpens. But this being the last game before the All-Star break and more rest for the players, honestly, I could see both these guys going 7, 8 innings, and it could be a very good game for pitching. I'm looking. I would definitely lean more towards the Milwaukee side, but I'm not betting the sides. I love that total. I'm grabbing the under in this one at plus 105.
Yeah, plus the Cincinnati Reds lineup has really struggled against the Milwaukee Brewers have really struggled against Luis Castillo. Urias 1 for 10, Yelich 4 for 21. One of them is a home run though. Willie Adami's 1 for 7. Navarez is 3 for 13. The only one with halfway decent success is Garcia, who is 6 for 18 with a home run, but 5 strikeouts. Peterson 1 for 8. Jackie Bradley Jr. 0 for 6. So this is a team that does struggle a little bit against Luis Castillo.
Yeah, one more thing. I don't know why I forgot to mention this. Cincinnati's gone under 9 out of their last 10 games.
Yeah,
ride the streak, ride it. This game's going to go under, especially with these 2 good pitchers on the mound. Nothing's going to change. This one's going to go way under.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. That's why I was leaning that way as well. I was also looking potentially at a Cincinnati team total under. I feel like that could have been interesting, but that was a 3.5 at minus 140, so I didn't really want to tackle it at that price. But sometimes if you like a team and don't want to bet them full game, and you like an under, so you don't want to tackle a team total under. And that's where I was looking a little bit at this game.
I don't mind that.
But moving on to the next game here, starting in the 2 o'clock games now. Oh, no, the last one was a 2 o'clock game. But we have the Detroit Tigers, Reds and under. Interesting. Detroit Tigers are at the Minnesota Twins. Good morning. Thanks for the WNBA pick yesterday. Yeah.
Gotcha.
All good. Yeah. They came in. I had the Washington Mystics yesterday. I wish I jumped a little and sprinkled a little on the money line. I think they were a plus 3 or 330, and they cashed as a 9-point underdog. But with that being said, looking at this next game, The Minnesota Twins hosting the Detroit Tigers, minus 218 for the Twins, plus 198 for the Tigers. Over under of 8.5 runs for this game. We're getting Peralta and Berrios. Peralta 2-1, a 2.14 ERA, 0.86 WHIP, 21 innings pitched, 14 strikeouts, and 5 walks. On the opposite side, Jose Berrios. This may be a little bit of a prove-it start for him. 7-3, a 3.36 ERA, 1.10 WHIP, 101 and 2/3 innings pitched, 106 strikeouts, and 27 walks. And someone that we may be looking at being dealt at the trade deadline here with the Twins here. Looking at player profit rankings, I did not have one for Peralta, but Berrios is 10, and the Twins are 10-7 when he starts up $64. But where I was looking for this game here is I do have a play on this one, and I saw value on the Detroit Tigers in the first 5 innings. I got it at plus 185. You can get a better number at it now at around plus 190. I had this game priced around 175-ish on both sides, so I definitely see some value here on the Detroit Tigers in the first 5 at plus 190. Nice little 15-cent value on this game. So I'm going Detroit first 5 innings. I like Peralta a little bit here. He's been pitching pretty well to start the season. The Twins have rarely seen him. Only ones with at-bats. Reyes is 1 for 1. Cruz is 1 for 7. Polanco is 1 for 5. Kepler is 0 for 3. And Simmons is 2 for 10. So nothing really to be scared about there. And actually not too much on the opposite side. Maybe a Jack of the Day candidate here a little bit. Robbie Grossman. He's 5 for 7 against Jose Berrios in his career. I know limited sample size, but he has a home run against him as well. Jonathan Scope, 2 for 15, but he does have a home run against him as well. And Nico Goodrum, 3 for 8 against Berrios with a home run as well. So there's a couple guys who have hit a home run against Berrios, and I think are a little bit of a candidate for a Jack of the Day here, if you like those type of props.
Yeah, I do have a prop. Not a prop, sorry. I do have a bet on this one. And that one's going to be the over in this game. I grabbed it at over 8.5 at minus 120. Yes, Billy Peralta has been pitching well, but he's pitched 3 starts, combined about 14 innings of work. So it's not like he's all of that impressive right now. And he's going up against a Minnesota team that can hit. I know they have not really been that good this year, but the one thing that has been dragging them down is their pitching. Yes, Berrios is on the mound today. I still think Berrios can get tagged up. And I think that Minnesota can score some solid runs off of Peralta because Peralta will probably only be in 5, maybe 6 innings. And then you get a solid 3 to 4 innings of that Detroit bullpen. I think that this one can go over. These two teams have been trending over a lot lately. So I went with the over 8.5 in the Detroit-Minnesota game.
All righty. Sounds good. For that one, we'll move on to the next matchup here, where we have the New York Yankees at the Houston Astros. One thing I saw a little bit yesterday that was kind of interesting. This game I'll get to in a minute. But minus 135 for the Astros. It's a plus 125 the opposite way with the Yankees. Over under of 8.5 for this game. Framber Valdez takes on Jameson Taillon for this matchup. And one thing I saw kind of interesting, the only run that was scored yesterday was the Aaron Judge home run. And as he was rounding third base, he gave a little bit of a disrespect to or a troll to Jose Altuve as he was rounding third base. He went like one of these, like mocking him that he had the buzzer underneath. That was kind of interesting. But looking at this game though, Jameson Taillon 4-4, a 5.05 ERA, a 1.30 WHIP, 76 and 2/3 innings pitch, 82 strikeouts and 22 walks. He's been kind of disappointing for this New York Yankees starting rotation this year. And he's been, not what they hoped for. Granted, he was an exile of that Pittsburgh Pirates rotation. I think that tells you everything you need to know about him. On the opposite side, we're looking at someone where you didn't really know his name too much to start the season, Framber Valdez. But this, once again, Houston Astros are another team like the Cleveland Indians who know how to work on pitching. Valdez 5-1, a 2.86 ERA, 1.17 WHIP, 50 1/3 innings pitched, 47 strikeouts and 16 walks. Now, I've had the Astros the first 2 games in the first 5 innings, and they have not done me any good. I'm staying away from this game. Looking at the player profit rankings, Tyone, the Yankees are 7-9 when he starts. You're down $461. On the opposite side, Valdez, Astros are 6-2 when he starts, plus $220. So if you're looking for the more profitable pitcher, it is on the Houston side with Framber Valdez. But this is a spot where I can't get to Houston again here. I like the under a little bit here, but don't trust Tyone. Maybe look at the Yankees team total under 3.5. You're getting a little bit of a plus tag for that, but I'm not getting involved in this game. This is just a spot where I'm just gonna stay away. I'm good.
How's everyone doing? We're doing good. For this one, I went under. It's the fact that Houston's not really hitting right now. Yankees aren't really hitting right now. Framber Valdez is on the mound. Yes, the big concern will be Jameson Taillon. But these teams aren't hitting. That's it. They're just not. Yesterday we saw a 1-0 game with a combined 9 hits all game long. And I think we can get something pretty similar. Yes, I know Taillon's not the same as Garrett Cole, but still, I think that these offenses are going to continue to struggle. I grabbed under 8.5 for this game, and I'm rolling with it.
Sounds good. All right. Moving along, and to answer Gloria's question down there, yes, I'm on the Braves today. Yeah, I'm on the Braves.
I passed on that game.
Oh, they just added back the Red Sox game in. It's going to be Kinsler for the Phillies, and the Red Sox are now minus 175.
Yep, I did not bet that one.
I'll pass. All right. Yep. Moving on to our next game here, we have the St. Louis Cardinals and the Chicago Cubs. It's a minus 109 for the Cardinals, a minus 101 for the Cubbies. Over-under of 7 runs for this game. I'm guessing the wind's blowing in Wrigley because of this line. What are we looking at for this one?
I know the wind might be blowing. I might be looking at the over in this one. I didn't bet this game. I haven't bet it yet. If anything, probably look towards the over in this one. 7 is just a very low number, and these two teams can hit. The bullpens on these two teams have been struggling, and these starting pitchers do not scare me. Trevor Williams, over 5 ERA, doesn't scare me for the under. Adam Wainwright, he's been iffy this year, so maybe I'll look towards the over. But according to Gloria, it's raining in Chicago. Didn't pick that one up. And
thank you to our local Chicago weather woman there. Thank you very much.
Now with the rain, that says a whole lot more difference. I'd probably lean towards the under then if it's going to be raining all day. But no, I'm not betting this game for that exact reason. If I'm flip-flopping on what I'm thinking, it's not a game I should be betting on.
Yeah, I'm on the same page here. I have nothing in this game, but looking at the pitchers real quick, Wainwright, 7-5, a 3.58 ERA, a 1.15 whip, 105 2/3 innings pitched, 99 strikeouts, and 31 walks. On the opposite side here, Trevor Williams, 3-2, 5.51 ERA, 1.63 whip, 47 1/3 innings pitched, 52 strikeouts, and 21 walks. And looking at player profit rankings, I don't have anything for Trevor Williams for some reason, but I have that Wainwright, the Cardinals are 9-8 when he starts, down $28. I'm personally staying away from this game. These are two struggling teams that I'm not trying to get involved in right now. I had this game lined around a pick'em, and that's around where we have it. So I'm going to stay away from this one here. No value on either side. No way for me to get involved here.
No, I agree with that one. But I do like the next game.
Yes, me too. I'm on something in this next game here. We have the Oakland Athletics here and the Texas Rangers. Minus 132 for the Athletics. It's a plus 122 for the Rangers. Over under 8.5 runs for this game. Chris Bassett takes on Colby Allard in this matchup. Looking at zip pitchers, the all-star Chris Bassett. Unfortunately, he won't be pitching in the game now because he's starting today. But he's 9-2 with a 3.41 ERA, 1.07 whip. He has 115 strikeouts and 28 walks and 111 innings pitched. He is someone who consistently goes out and gives you 6 to 7 innings every single time. On the opposite side, Colby Allard 2-5, a 3.45 ERA, 1.10 WHIP, 57 and third innings pitched, 58 strikeouts and 13 walks. And Colby Allard is just not someone I particularly trust. Looking at the player profit rankings here, Allard, when he pitches, the Rangers are, I think, 1-6, down $369. I don't know how the record's different there. I have to check those numbers. But you're down $369 back in Colby Allard this year. On the opposite side, the Athletics, they're 13-5 when Bassett starts, and you're up $445. I like Bassett in this spot. I got the oh wow, this line's moved a little bit here. I got the Oakland Athletics in the first 5 -0.5. I got it at, I think, -105. You can get it for +110 now. So I wish I got the better line with that. But I mean, this is a spot where first 5 -0.5 for the Oakland Athletics +110. I think that's definitely the spot to go for this game. This is an Athletics team that I like this spot.
Yeah, I'm on Oakland as well today. I grabbed them full game at the -132. Wouldn't mind that run line. The run line is at a +115. I think that this is just a Oakland game all the way. Coley Howard does not scare me. I think that Chris Bassett has a humongous pitching advantage in this game. 9-2, 3.41 ERA, the all-star from Oakland. And I'm all over Oakland in this matchup. Yesterday was a little bit of a sweat to cash my -130. I think this one's going to be more of a blowout. Go ahead. Give me Oakland in this matchup.
I like it. All right. Moving on to our next matchup in this card. Washington Nationals are at the San Francisco Giants. -191 for the Giants. It's a +175 the opposite way with the Nationals. Over under 8 runs in this game. Eric Fedde takes on Kevin Gausman. Where are we looking at for this matchup?
Yeah, I got one more play left on this card. It's not in this game. I look towards the San Francisco run line for a minute. It's at a -103. It could be a little bit interesting, but I definitely favor San Francisco and Gausman in this matchup. Even though Fedde had a decent start to his run, and then it just has not gone back to the spot that he was at. For this one, yeah, I'm gonna be passing. Might go after the Giants run line eventually, but this one's just gonna be a pass for me.
Yeah, I'm a little bit on the opposite side of you here, but with no bet. I was leaning a little bit towards the Nationals this spot on the first 5 line, but I just can't get involved with this Washington Nationals team right now. Looking at Eric Fedde, 4-5, a 4.53 ERA, 1.29 WHIP, 59 2/3 innings pitched, 52 strikeouts, 26 walks. On the opposite side, the All-Star Kevin Gausman, who might be starting this game now that DeGrom and Woodruff aren't pitching.
Well, he's starting today.
Oh wait, never mind. Yeah, he's starting today. Yeah, 8-3, a 1.74 ERA, 0.8 WHIP, 108 2/3 innings pitched, 124 strikeouts, and 27 walks. That really brings up a little bit of an interesting question: who's going to start for the National League? Because this very potent National League pitching staff is slowly being suckled away a little bit here with no DeGrom, with no Woodruff, with no Gausman. I don't know who's going to start it for them. That's going to be an interesting question for Dave Roberts to answer. But looking at this game, I had this game priced around 160, 165. So if anything, I see slight value on the Washington Nationals side here at 175, or you can get them on the first 5 line at a +180. You can get them first 5 plus a half at +115, so a little bit of plus money for them to be at least tied at the end of the fifth inning. But I'm not getting involved in this game. I want to back the Nationals. I just can't right now.
Why would you want to back the Nationals? They lost 8 out of their last 10, 3 straight. Giants are on a little bit of a streak. They've won 3 straight, and the pitching advantage is towards the Giants. I don't understand why you would be interested in Washington.
Just strictly the line at +180 in the first 5 innings, because I think that over the long run, the Nationals win enough to profit you the plus 180. I'm not looking at this single game by single game. I look at this long term. I put a percentage down on all these games on the percent chance I think a team's going to win. And it may be a team slumping during that time, like the Cubs. And I like the Cubs a few of those games that they were slumping, stuff like that. It's just because I think in the long run, they win enough times for that bet to be a profitable bet over a long time. So I look at this in the long run. That's why I'm up 35 units this season, because I look at this in the long run, not the game-by-game run. So that being said, it would be a lean towards the Washington Nationals. I'm not betting them right now just because they are slumping. And I do think that San Fran has the pitching advantage. But is it that much of a pitching advantage where they should be a minus 200 in the first 5 innings? I don't think so. So lean towards the Nationals first 5, not getting involved.
Sounds good. We'll go ahead and move over to the Arizona Diamondbacks game. Go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah. Close game last night between these two teams. We had the Arizona Diamondbacks and the Los Angeles Dodgers. It's a minus 228 now for the Dodgers, plus 208 running, or 206 running the opposite way, with the Diamondbacks over under of 8.5 runs for this game. The team total for Arizona is 3.5 today, so I'm not tempted on betting that one again. That was a little bit of a mistake. Yeah, that was an absolute obliteration last night, to a point where I think they had a position player pitching in the 9th inning, and that's how Albert Pujols hit another home run. They went up 22-1. So this was an absolute embarrassment last night for them.
Anybody have the Dodgers minus 20 last night?
I mean, you would have cashed that at probably 185-1.
No, nobody had the Dodgers minus 20 runs last night. Jeez.
Yeah, I wonder what a line would be if we could have bet the Dodgers minus 20 runs last night. So they were going to score 22. No, but you probably could have gotten solid like 300, 400-1 odds on that, to be completely honest.
Yeah,
and that may be on the light side. Where if you put $1 down, you could have won a couple $100 last night. But with that being said, I'm not getting involved on this one. The line's a little wide for me. I would lean, let's see, towards nothing in this one. I have this game lined around 220. So I see no value on either side. So this is an easy stay away for me here, especially after what happened last night. And maybe a lean towards the under, especially after that offensive explosion. But I'm not going to bet this game. Merrill Kelly is actually, though, someone that I can't say trust because he's an Arizona Diamondback, but someone you can trust. Actually, so can I put something out here real quick?
Go ahead.
If you look at the last 4 starts for Merrill Kelly, it was a win against the Rockies, a win against the Giants, a win against the Padres, and a win against the Brewers. I'm tempted on betting the Diamondbacks today after being absolutely obliterated yesterday. This is not a value play. I feel like this would be just a gut degenerate play. But, I mean, plus 206, I feel like they're worth a shot today.
Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it.
I'm not going to do it, but I'm going to pass on this one. But I would lean towards maybe the Diamondbacks with their ace on the mound, Merrill Kelly. No, I'll do it with you.
No,
All right, you ready, AM?
Okay. No, AM, don't tempt him. This is bull crap. Come on, don't bet this. If anything,
you ready, AM? You ready, AM? You ready to push the button? I have it typed in. I'm ready to go.
Are you being serious right now?
Come on, my mouse is right above the confirm button. Come on, Massacre. You said you would do it with me. Give me the Diamondbacks plus 206. I bet it.
What the hell, Nick?
All right, I bet it. Someone tackle him before he takes the D-backs. Done. Watch, they'll win today. It's the last game before the All-Star break. Crazy things can happen. All right, let's go, AM. Let's do this. Give me the Diamondbacks.
God, no, why?
Because why not? It's the day before the All-Star game.
All right, I'm passing on this game. All right, let's move on. No, if anything, a lean towards the under after that absolute obliteration last night. But there's no way I'm taking either side for this one. Watch Arizona end up winning today, and Nick looks like an absolute genius. Please don't make him look like an absolute genius. But no, this one's a pass for me. This is not a game I want to go after.
Yeah, that's it. I am. Screw it. We winning. Alrighty. With that being said, let's move to the next game here. We have the San Diego Padres and the Colorado Rockies in this matchup. And that's a great segue there, Gloria, looking at this one. Minus 178 for the Padres, plus 164 for the Rockies. Over under 8.5 runs for this game. And where are you looking at for this one?
I actually went on.
To you.
I actually went under. I just feel like you're losing. All right. Oh well, no. She's talking about the. I'm going under in this game. These two teams have just not been hitting lately, and I just feel like this is a good spot for another under. Yes, I know it's John Gray and Ryan Weathers. It's not like it's good teams, but this Colorado team does not score at home. Not score on the road, and I've just seen a lot of unders with San Diego this year. I'm going under in this game. I feel like it's just a solid spot. It's at an 8.5. I could see this one end up being a 3-2 type game and cashing that under. So I'm going to go under in this Colorado game for today.
Yeah, I would lean towards the under one as this under with this as well. Probably 3.5 for the team total for Colorado. If that was a 4.5, I'd look to bet that under. But I mean, I'm staying away from this game though. These are two iffy pitchers. John Gray, looking at this one. Let me get those stats up. John Gray, 5-6 at 3.94 ERA, 1.24 WHIP, 80 innings pitched, 73 strikeouts, 32 walks. Ryan Weathers, he was sent down to the minors for a little bit this year, but he's been decent when he is in the major leagues. 4-2 at 3.02 ERA, a 1.13 WHIP in 56 2/3 innings pitched. He has 41 strikeouts and 17 walks. I'm staying away from this game though. I feel like there's better spots on the card that we've gone over, and I don't need to force a spot in this one. I did that in the last game, but I'm not going to force a spot in this one. I'll lean towards the Padres. If you like them, maybe take them on the run line here at plus 105. But I'm going to pass on this one.
One more baseball game. Last one. Oh, real quick, I want to announce that the Royals-Indians game has been postponed due to inclement weather.
I had no action on that anyway. That affects me nothing.
Diamondbacks over. I didn't bet that game.
Yeah, I stayed away. Oh, no, I didn't. I bet the side, not the total. But heading into the last game here, we have the LA Angels and the Seattle Mariners. Minus 112 for the Mariners, plus 102 for the Angels. Over under of 9 runs in this game. We're getting Jose Suarez taking on Hector Sticky Stuff Santiago. He's the only pitcher I think that's been ejected so far from using Sticky Stuff. He's back. And looking at the pitchers here, Suarez 3-2 with 2.37 ERA, 1.22 WHIP, 30 1/3 innings pitched, 29 strikeouts and 13 walks. On the opposite side, Santiago 1-1 at 3.38 ERA, 1.41 WHIP, and 21 1/3 innings pitched, 28 strikeouts and 9 walks. For this game, I'll lean towards the Mariners in the spot. I have this game priced around minus 120, minus 125. So let's see a little bit of value on them there. Mariners have been playing pretty decent baseball recently. 7-3 in the last 10 games. They've won 3 in a row. This is the Mariners team that, can I make a bold prediction here? The Mariners will snap their streak of playoff appearances, not making it since 2001. The Mariners will be a wild card team this year. I just wanted to put that out there so you can clip that when they're in the wild card game this year. But with that being said, I'll lean towards the Mariners in this spot, but I'm not going to be betting it.
Yeah, I'm going to actually look something real quick. Wild card. The Seattle Mariners are currently 2.5 games back of the wild card as of now. So definitely
the team is Mariners are 6 games over 500. It's time we stop sleeping on them. Yeah, everyone was coming into this season. I think their win total was 71.5. I was all over the over with this team. I thought this team was going to be overrated. I've been backing them most of the season, and they've been the most profitable team in baseball. I mean,
No.
this is a good team to bet on. So I would lean toward the Mariners in this spot. Maybe a Mariners run line even plus 165. Looking at this game, I would be a lean towards the Mariners, but I'm not getting involved. Yeah,
No,
I'm a fortune teller.
I passed.
Of course.
I passed on this game as well. If anything, lean towards Seattle, but not enough for me to want to go and bet it. The Seattle team, I agree, very underrated. I'm surprised you didn't say that they were going to straight out win the division. So,
no, I think that's still the Astros division.
I don't think that, but
that's why I said wild card.
I'm surprised you didn't go even bolder there, but
nope.
No, I would favor Seattle in this matchup, but it's not enough for me to want to back it. It's not like they have Chris Flexen or Logan Gilbert on the mound. It's Hector Santiago, so,
which is a relief pitcher.
So not interested in this one. I'll pass, but I will have.
Me too. I think I want to go back to the one stream we were on when we were talking about futures with the MLB, and I think I mentioned the Mariners in that spot. Like, I think the Mariners are the team I mentioned for the AOS to watch out for. I have to go back and watch that, but I think that's the team I mentioned.
Something like that. But that's going to wrap it up for baseball. We do have the NBA game that we went over yesterday that I thought was yesterday, and it actually ends up being today. Arizona, Seattle, I don't mind that.
That'll be nice and juicy. Want to raise it up a little bit and go Arizona and Seattle run line parlay plus 165 plus one. I'm just messing around here. I'm not betting it, but if you would bet that plus 165 plus 206, the parlay $1 would win you $7.11. I have to. You put $1 down to win 7-11 on 7-11.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, there you go. But that's gonna wrap it up for baseball. Yes, you absolutely did, 100%. That's wrapping up for baseball. We do have an NBA game. But before we jump into all that stuff, if you guys are new to the channel, like, comment, subscribe, share, do all that good stuff. Trying to reach 1,000 subscribers by the first week of the NFL season. We're at 849. 151 left. We're still pushing. So help us. Hopefully we can go ahead and get there by the first week of the NFL season. Also, if you guys are interested in our premium plays, we do have our best bet for MLB and our best bet for WNBA today, priced at $7.11. 7-11. Let's get it. So go ahead and check that out. If you want to get our 7-day package, link to that's in the description. Also check out our Twitch, our Twitter, our Facebook group, all those links in the description because we stream on all 4 of those. Also, figured Picks and Parleys family. Gotta check them all out. Craig normally does his thing around 10 a.m. or he does that at night, depending on when it is. I know he did his this morning. So, 10 o'clock most of the time. It's 10 o'clock. Me and Nick always at 11. Higgs at 12. Allie at 1:30. No game time decision today. There will be a game time decision tomorrow for the home run derby.
Let's get our degenerate on for that.
We get to be degenerates. Tomorrow's show is going to be weird. It's only going to be a home run derby. So we get to go over home run derby.
Either.
Yeah, so we get to go over a home run derby on 2 different streams, Paul. So tomorrow's stream might be a little bit of a shorter stream. Might be more of a little bit of a degenerate type stream, but all good. I don't think there's total chaos tonight. Normally that would be around 8:30. There will not be a Counter-Strike show. The next one will be on Thursday night because that's when the playoffs start. Super excited for that. But and then normally Higgs is at 10, but I'm not sure if he's doing that right now. So, free celebrities at 7-Eleven. Unfortunately,
we don't have a 7-Eleven near us.
All right, I got to look. Where's the closest 7-Eleven?
Yeah, where's the closest 7-Eleven from here? Like, this is ridiculous. They were all over the place in Long Island. I don't think they're anywhere here in North Carolina.
7-Eleven, see locations. No results found. Fantastic. Yeah, I think the closest one is like 78 miles away, all the way in Clarksville, Virginia. So yeah,
let's go road trip.
no free Slurpees for us, but celebrate 7-Eleven. Go ahead, grab our best bets. And no facts.
Yeah,
no
facts.
But now, yeah. With all that being said, got an NBA game. I did go over this yesterday, but I forgot that it's on tonight instead of yesterday. So I had that bet made yesterday. It's all the same, so it's not a big deal. But we can go ahead and jump into it. What do you think, Nick?
Yeah, we're looking at the Milwaukee Bucks and the Phoenix Suns, and actually since yesterday, it's moved a half point in the Bucks way. Bucks are now -4.5, -190. The opposite side, the Phoenix Suns, +4.5 at +165 on the money line. Game number 3 here, and I've been saying this since the series started. This is the game the Bucks win. They're down 2-0. They're heading back home to Milwaukee. Giannis is going to take over tonight. Maybe look at some Giannis over props. Maybe look at some Middleton props. They've been basically non-existent. This are Middleton and Lopez and Holiday have been non-existent in like game 2 and 3 or game 1 and 2. So this is a spot where I personally want to bet the Bucks. 4.5 though. I don't know if I want to lay 4.5 in a finals game. And -190 is a little high. I might lay it, but I'm not getting involved in this game. I'm going to sit back, relax, and just hold on to my under 5.5 ticket for the series and go from there.
Phoenix and 4. I have both jerseys here, so I could have lifted up either one. Phoenix and 4. I still think that. I strongly believe Phoenix is the far superior team in this finals. I think they get it done tonight. I'll take them.
I'll take them on the money line then.
I'll take them +4.5 or on the money line. Either one will work for us.
You say Suns and 4. Take them on the money line.
I put them as my pick as +4.5. I do think this game's going to be really close. And I think the 4. You know what? Stop rolling your damn eyes at me, Nick. You know what? Hold on. Penalty box. No, but I do think that that the Suns are the better team in this matchup, and I will be grabbing them tonight against the Milwaukee Bucks. I know that I know that Bucks are at home. I just think that Phoenix are the far superior team.
Don't ever do that again. You don't have that power here.
Yes, I do.
No, we are a partnership. You don't do that. Yeah, but I'm leaning with the Bucks. Stop! Literally, stop. Be a little bit more mature here. No,
nope.
But
sorry, I gotta have fun. All right, sorry, I'll let you talk.
Can I talk now? Thank you. No, but I lean towards the Bucks in this one. I think that this is a nice little spot for potentially Milwaukee to have a little bit of a bounce back here. I would lean towards Milwaukee, but I'm probably staying off this game. I have my under 5.5 for the series in my back pocket. I'm just hoping. I hope I'm wrong. I hope Phoenix takes the game because that'll make it so I have 2 games for Phoenix to finish out the series for me to cash my under 5.5. That's all I really care about. But with that being said, that's where I'm looking at for this.
Well, that was a fun way to end the stream. But before we go, we'll go ahead and do a little bit of a recap, and then we'll head out for the day. I'll probably plug Higgs's thing. I'll go first with my recap. I went with the under in the Cincinnati game, over in the Detroit game, under in the Yankee game, going Oakland, going under in the San Diego game, and taking the Phoenix Suns +4.5 tonight.
Yeah, I'm on the Atlanta Braves here. I'm on the over in the Chicago White Sox game. I like the Milwaukee Brewers, but I have the first 5 under in that game. I did bet the money line, but it was a -146 when I bet it. I'm on Detroit first 5, Oakland first 5 -0.5. Took the Baltimore Orioles here, a little bit of stab on them first 5, and the Arizona Diamondbacks +206 for the upset here today. And then tomorrow we will have the Home Run Derby show, which will be fun. And then the Tuesday, we will have one game to go over, which will be the American League and the National League, which they do have a line for that. I'm just going to quickly say it's a pick'em -105 on each side. 10.5 is the total for that one. So that should be interesting. I want to see who's playing, though, first. And we need to see who's not going to be available for that game, because we know Woodruff and DeGrom and Gosman are not going to be available for the National League. We know Bassett's not going to be available for the American League. So we need to know who's pitching and who's not when it comes to that. But with that being said, that's going to just about wrap it up for this show. I want to thank you guys as always for watching. Be sure to hit that thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and turn on those post notifications so you guys are notified every time we go live here on Earle Sports Bets, which is every single morning, 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. But that's going to just about wrap it up for this video. I want to thank you guys as always for watching. My name is Nicholas Earle. I'm joined here by my brother Tim, and this has been the Earle Sports Bet Show here on the Earle Sports Bets channel. Thank you guys as always for watching, and good luck.
See you guys. Oh, go to Higgs stream. I put the link in chat. Bye.